let me show you my beautiful Sapphire Verandah Suite. This is stateroom number 8044. And when you embark on Crystal, they give you a little case to hold your key card. And then you can fit your key and any other cards you want to carry right in there. So that's really nice. And it works right through. So you do that and then you open. And look at this amazing room. I have been here for 5 days, so unfortunately it's not exactly the way it was when I first came on board, but it's pretty close. So when you walk in, you have this very large desk area, and they have your bottled water, some nice shelves, large mirror, and then they have your butler's information and your stateroom attendance information. And then they also have this wonderful coffee maker. I used 2 of them, and then the next day they had a whole bowl of the one I liked ready for me. So that was pretty amazing. And the little cups that fit. And then also on the day I embarked, they give you a box of chocolates, which they replenished. And they are so, so good. So, and then over here is a nice sitting area with a table. And then every day they give you the information about the day's activities, dining times, and then information about the port. So just so I can show you kind of so here's an example of the daytime activities. And then on the back, it shows the dining hours, which is nice. And then, so it's a really nice sitting area. They also have a lot of extra plugs. So if you want to sit and work at the table or charge your phone or whatever you need to do, there's plugs there. Or if you sit at the desk, there's more there. Oh, and then this is the mini bar, which is customizable. You just let your butler know what you like, and they'll either switch it out or replenish it if it already has your preferences. There's also a nice long mirror on the door, and then safety information, light switches, and then you have a do not disturb button, which they will not come in if you have that on. And then also if you, or when you leave your room, you just hit the cleanup button, and when you come back, they will have cleaned up the room or done the turn down service. And then on this side, you can do in-suite dining. They also have a penthouse menu, and then they also do breakfast room service. You can either do the continental breakfast or you can do the full breakfast, which is really nice. And then they have the times. I've done it a few times already, and they've always showed up exactly like a minute or 2 after the the first time slot, which has been amazing. And then this is the sitting room with a large TV. And then there's more outlets. And then this is really neat. Instead of an app, Crystal gives you, if I can figure out how to turn it on, an iPad to use. So you can go on there and check your account and more information about what's going on during the day, which I think that's really unique. And then there's more storage down here. And then this is a big couch. And then the artwork on the wall is very contemporary, which is nice. And you'll notice the floors are kind of different. Have kind of a gold streaks to them, which is very nice. It goes with the gold furniture and the blue. And then if you come over here, same type of floating nightstand and lamp. And then they also give you binoculars to use, because when you come out here, this is the veranda. And it is just beautiful, very spacious, plenty of room for two and a table and move around. And then if you come back this way, here is the real wow factor. You can close these if you need to, these curtains. The balcony also has blackout curtains on each side. And this beautiful and very comfortable bed. And if you come over here, another TV. I did notice that sometimes when you turn on or off one TV or change the volume or the channel, it sometimes picks up the other TV, but it wasn't every time. It was just only sometimes. And then if you come over here, they have same floating nightstand. They does have lights under it, which I found to be kind of nice in the evening, just relaxing, and then you can turn them off when you're ready to go to sleep. Remote. And then the phone. The butler and the stateroom attendant both program their numbers in here, so if you need to call them, it pops right up, which is really nice. More outlets, more switches. I have to admit, some of the learning which switches turned off what lights took some time, but I've got it down pretty well now. And again, the bed, so nice. I really like the blue and white and gold colors they've done. And then on this side, another door to the veranda. And I have to say, it felt very private. Only time I saw any of my neighbors is when we were both leaning over to take the same picture, so understandable. But other than that, good separation. And then on this side, same thing. And then clock, more switches, and more outlets. I've never seen so many outlets on a cruise room, which is really nice. And then right here is the bathroom, which is very nice. Hair dryer, plenty of storage. And then trash can, 2 trash cans, some Kleenex, and then 2 sinks, his and hers. And then this really large light up mirror was amazing for doing makeup. And then they also have a magnified pull down mirror, which was nice as well. And then more switches. And then over here is the most amazing shower. It's very large, full seat. And then over here we have storage and towels. And then these were actually, so they give you soap, lotion, shower caps. And then because I've been here for a few days, they also have conditioner, shampoo, and shower gel. And then if you walk this way, toilet, handle, phone, and then if you come up here, it says watch your step. If I open this door, just went back in a circle, so it's kind of one big circle. And then you're back out in the living room. And then this is actually a large walk-in closet, which I will get to because right now it's full of my things, but I will show you. But very, very nice. And then this, oh, and then this is glasses. And yeah, I love it. Very, very nice. Really can't think of much other than the TVs, but just kind of a minor inconvenience. And then it's temperature controlled. There's one here. And one here as well. So pretty amazing. And a view of the large walk-in closet as promised. I feel like it was even bigger than it looks here. I was able to fit the suitcases, hang up my clothes, put my shoes on the shelves. It was fantastic to have all that storage space. And they also provide you with robes and rain jackets and plenty of hangers. I didn't even have to ask for extras, and that's very rare. And you also have slippers and a shoehorn and an umbrella, blankets if it's cold out on the veranda, and then a nice little safe for your valuables, and then lots more drawers. And that's it for my Crystal Serenity Sapphire Verandah Suite tour. If you have any questions or are dreaming about booking this suite or any of Crystal's incredible suites, please click the link in the description to get in touch. I'd love to help you plan your first or next Crystal cruise. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, don't just watch the cruise videos, live them. See you next time.